Ew, is that grammar? Yeah, it is. Welcome to another video. I was doing so good yesterday, I figured I would just come right back and do it again. So, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna run the same thing? I didn't really think about this. Let me turn my volume down. See, I always just go into these videos, like, off the rip, and then I'm like, wait, what am I actually doing? I don't want to be boring and push ladder with the same deck, you know what I mean? This is, like, really toxic. I don't even know what this deck is. It doesn't even look good, to be honest with you. Anyway, welcome back to the video. While I shuffle through... Yeah, why not? Right? Why not? As a matter of fact... Wait, don't I have, like, a bunch of champions? No. Okay, that would have been insane. I thought I had some, like, saved up in my magic cards. Anyway, let's do this one. I think I'm gonna keep Princess. I'm gonna keep the Princess in my deck there. As you can see, there's grammar over there. Something's not right. Why is there grammar there? Yeah, well, grammar's actually pretty important. So I want to talk about, I mean, I guess I'll use my cursor, like, in the game to kind of, like, show you where I'm looking here. But I want to go over some of these. I did, like, a lesson. I did one lesson before our essay on grammar. But I figured it should be featured on the channel. Everybody should know how to do grammar. And at the very least, like, we have autocorrect, we have Grammarly. This is a part of our lives now. But it's important to at least know why that's grammar, excuse me. I'm gonna move the mic closer, I hope that's...
Hopefully now you can hear my awesome voice. It sounds a little bit different now that you're closer, but...
Sorry, I'll back up. Anyway,
Anyway, as I was saying...
Sorry. I really need to stop doing that. Yeah, it's important to know, like, why, right? Like, why do I need a semicolon here, right? If we forget, let's say technology goes down and grammar, like, nobody knows grammar anymore. How are we supposed to communicate? People are saying they had grandma for dinner instead of they had grandma, comma, they had grandma, comma, for dinner. Over for dinner, you know? And people are like, oh my god, you ate grandma, and then the world is burning because people don't put commas in their sentences, and then there's misunderstandings, and then bombs are blowing up, and then asteroids hit the Earth, and then it explodes. That's why it's important. So I want to go over clauses first, because it's the easiest. So let's do it. Speaking of easiest, let's win this first game. Clauses are the fundamentals to sentence making, right? If you're reading a book and the author is using this crazy sentence that's really long, and you're like, this is a run-on sentence. I thought we weren't supposed to do this. Technically, that sentence might actually be grammatically correct, right? Authors like to use, what is going on? Commas and semicolons to make, like, crazy sentences. And sometimes you can end up with really long sentences. And they aren't run-ons because of clauses and punctuation, which is important. I feel so smart. That's another thing. If you know grammar and other people don't, you just feel smart. In like maybe a little bit of a geeky way, but like a good way, you know? Like, you know what you're talking about, at least. Activate King, please? Yeah, I think I will. This is a perfect opportunity to zap. It's beautiful. You know what else is beautiful? Independent clauses. These, I didn't even talk about dependent. Let's talk about dependent. What are clauses? Again, they're building blocks of sentences, right? A clause is an idea, and a dependent clause is an incomplete idea, while a dependent clause is a complete idea. What I mean when I say that, this guy is waiting for me to play something, clearly. So I think I'll do that. Oh, that was a... I mean, now you're down 5 elixir, and I'm gonna destroy that prince, and I'm gonna take that tower, thanks very much. Close. This prince is definitely gone. And the rascals are going to be a little annoying. I don't think I even want to worry about that since I have the king active. It's a little bit of damage, but I'm ahead, so... Well, I'm ahead in a body and a mind, but I'm also ahead in the game, so... That's also why I love English, is because of homophones. Homophones are words that are... They sound the same, but they mean different things. So if I'm ahead in the game, it means I'm winning. But if I say I'm a head and a body, I'm talking about I am literally a head and a body. What am I talking about? What is Unc yapping about? Can somebody tell me? This guy's got a severe case of split lane damage. He's letting me get all of his... Look at this. Oh my god, it almost charged. And my boss bandit's on tower? Like, this guy. Like, well, now I got split damage, but I'm pretty sure I just won the game. So... wait. Panic mode active? Panic mode activated. I just... Okay. Almost choked that. Really, 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 really bad. Anyway. Okay. Dependent clause. Here are my examples for you. For a dependent clause, I have before leaving for school, right? Now, the reason why this is dependent is because it depends on something else to become a complete idea. If I told you, before I leave for school, and then I just stopped, you'd probably be like, I just messed that up. Oh, that makes me really sad, actually. That really just kind of ruined my entire mood. That really just, you know, I might just end the video right now. But I gotta do it for you guys, so maybe not. I can't believe I just did that. I am playing on a PC, which I have been doing for a while now. It's another princess player, huh? Luckily, I soaked that shot. Good play, sir. Oh my god, what is this dude doing? Hold on, let's psych him out with a boss bandit, and then we're gonna go battle ram other side. Okay. I'm just gonna... How does he get out of that interaction, by the way? That also makes me upset. See, I'm gonna let that dart connect, because then he has split lane damage again. Which, like, isn't ideal. Like, it's still damage, but, like, he's gonna have to, you know, capitalize on that, otherwise there's no point. That's a neutral trade there. If I said before leaving for school, and then stopped, not messing it up this time. I mean, he saw the tornado the first time. I don't know why he keeps putting it right there. You would probably, like, look at me and wait for me to, like, finish the sentence, because, again, like, before leaving for school, what? Right? There's still something missing. It's dependent on another clause. And that kind of clause is an independent clause, speaking of grammar. Hello? Holy. Alright, so be it. Ooh, well played. It's good damage, but we're kind of tied up now. We're gonna P.E.K.K.A in the back and start pushing largely. That's tower, but that's fine, because he's gonna have to answer. Oh, it's not tower. I don't know why I thought Princess did that much damage. Ooh, that's a bit of an early dart. You wanna know why? That's why. Dude, I made that play last video. I'm still gonna lose tower, but that's, like, awesome. Holy smokes, I'm back to another P.E.K.K.A. I have 15 seconds, though. I gotta be smart. I gotta be a smart fella, not a... What's the other one? Can you, like, hurry up? Sorry, I almost just, like... I saw my life. flashed before my eyes. That was a little bit scary, guys. Arrows is coming down here soon. But so is his Tesla. I knew that was coming. So now I'm going to get my battle ram ready. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Get the zap ready. Good arrows, but it doesn't really matter. Oh my god, that P.E.K.K.A got a hit. What? Dark Goblin? He's going to put like a Dark Goblin at the bridge or in the pocket or something. Or, I caught it. Dude, oh my god, he's a genius. That Ice Spirit gets no value. P.E.K.K.A in the pocket to catch whatever he might try to play. There's a Princess there. Well played. He caught me there. Boom, boom. Watch this. He's not going to see it coming. Unless he plays a Tesla. In which case I could actually just do this. Soak that Ice Spirit. The Valk is sort of a problem. This isn't, though. Because now we just do this. I mean... Let's dash. Oh, I really... Ooh, this is gonna be value. Alright, he's chipping me down. I need to, like, go full metal here. Get that tornado ready. I almost got a little bit lazy on the sticks there. I'm still ahead on damage. Brother. Let's talk about sentence types now, right? Because there's a few different combinations that you can make with clauses that change the way a sentence works and the way that a sentence is understood, right? So let's talk about compound sentences. You can also see my examples over there as well. A compound sentence is called compounds because you're compounding, fancy that, two complete sentences or independent clauses, right? Oh, by the way, I almost skipped independent clauses, which, again, an independent clause is independent because it stands on its own as its own sentence. It's independent from anything else. Can I activate King with this? Oh, you can. Whoa, what? Dude, Tornado's kind of insane. I mean, like, it's an Inferno Dragon, right? I'm not entirely whelmed by that prospect. Little buddy's gonna have to deal with this. Come on. Yes, he's staying on that side. It's beautiful. Okay, not anymore. Please don't have Balloon. Okay, that's fine. That's great chip damage. Don't have to worry about the... Oh, actually, the Rage kind of clutched it up for him there. So my example for an independent clause, before I get ahead of myself here, is I packed my bag, right? You've got a subject, an action, right? A complete idea. Like, I know what I'm doing. I'm packing a bag. It's simple. But a compound sentence would be an example of two independent clauses coming together as one. I love having a level 16 tornado. That witch is still gone. Yes, dude, let's go. Ooh, well played. Wasn't expecting that. But I bet you weren't expecting this. Oh, no. I messed up. I panicked. Oh, my God. It's a lot of damage. Okay. He's spending a lot of elixir defending that. Ooh. That's huge. That's huge. Inferno Dragon, I dare you. Okay, he didn't. I'm still gonna take tower, I think. Wow, dude, Boss Bandit is, like, actually still insane. They never nerfed it. Let's be honest with ourselves. Great Witch, by the way. I mean, yeah, sure, go for it, right? I'm winning. I won. I won the game. How many games have we won? Like 4? 5? 6, 7? 6, 7? I don't know. Let's check. Let's see, because I don't think I've lost a game yet. I'm like locked. And I should have lost a couple, let's be honest. So my example for a compound sentence is using my previous example. I packed my bag, comma, as I was running late to school. Now, if you pay attention, right, the comma and the as are a conjunction, right? Which conjunctions are used to combine clauses. So what we can do then is we can kind of pretend like the comma and as both aren't there. So I packed my bag. That's independent. It stands alone as its own sentence. If we say I was running late to school, that's also a sentence, right? So that is compound. Both of those clauses can stand alone as they are. We're almost to the next arena, which is insane to me. Let's get our loot. Give me the loot. This is so funny to me, by the way. Like, I'm not gonna ever use these, but like, it's just kind of funny. Now, a complex sentence is complex because you have an independent clause and a dependent clause. It's kind of like a complex relationship, you know? Smash like. So my example for that one is before leaving for school, comma, I packed my bag. Now that whole I packed my bag clause should sound familiar to you by now. That's independent. However, you'll notice that there's no conjunction after the comma, right? That's because this sentence features, wow, bats? Level 15 bats have to 2-tap skeletons? This is horrible. I mean, this is just, oh my god, it's just horrible, really. It's just the worst. God. I mean, the tornado was hardly worth it, but... Was that worth it, though? Like, this is a positive trade for me. That was not worth it, because you still have to answer this. Oh my god, it's horrible. Mr. Casher's Horrible, No Good, Rotten Day, or whatever that book is called. He didn't upgrade it. I was expecting him to. There's no conjunction, or there's no fanboys, right? There's a comma, but there's no fanboys. We'll get into that in a second. That's because there's a subordinating conjunction in the sentence, okay? Now, a conjunction, which we'll talk about soon, is for and, nor, but, or, yet, so, right? God, I mean, this is like a hard counter deck. Of course. Dude, what am I playing against right now? Like, I'm almost too stunned to continue speaking. But let's continue. Before is a subordinating conjunction, right? I gave you the fanboys earlier. The reason why this one is different, though, is because it's a condition or a time that relates the two clauses to each other, and you'll notice it starts the sentence, and you'll also notice it's part of the dependent clause, right? Before leaving for school what, right? But because we have before in the sentence, we don't need fanboys. Thanks for the value. He used mirror and his firecracker, which is dead, by the way, and his mini P.E.K.K.A. Dude, what? Why would you do that? Why would you ever? I mean, he is winning right now. I mean, I could have just stole the game right there. I could have stole the game right there, too, if I had a little bit more damage on tower. Oh. I should have won that. Should have won that. I made some serious mistakes there. Because I have a subordinating conjunction, I don't need fanboys, right? So again, if subordinating conjunction sounds a little bit intimidating to you, just remember all it means is those words like because, after, before, during, while, etc. Okay? So I'll elaborate in a second. But we have a complex sentence, an independent and dependent clause combined. Now, what happens if you have even more clauses? Well, it is possible that you'll end up with a compound complex sentence. And I know that might sound compound complex to you, but let me tell you, okay? It's not really. All it is a compound sentence and a complex sentence in the same sentence. Right? Makes perfect sense. I was trying really hard. By the way, this I'm not okay with. This is disgusting. This person needs to be banned in all countries. Dude. Are you actually joking right now?
Yeah.
So my example for a compound complex sentence is, before leaving, comma, I packed my bag, comma, as I was running late to school. So, let's break it down. Insert gif of cat breakdancing. Before leaving, dependent, right? There's no complete thought there. We also have before, which is a subordinating conjunction, comma, no fanboys, we already have a subordinating conjunction. I packed my bag, independent clause, comma, as, conjunction. I was running late to school, independent clause. So a compound complex sentence is compound, it's got two independent clauses, and complex in the sense that it's got one dependent clause. Okay? So the last thing we got to talk about here is subordinating and normal conjunctions, and that'll be our last game for the day here. Fanboys, right? These are the common conjunctions that combine sentences. These are mostly like conditional things, right? For example, like each of these conjunctions are used in different circumstances, right? I could go over all of them. I'll go over nor, because I feel like that's the most specific example of a situational conjunction. Nor is really only used when you're talking about multiple things that you're not doing or you're not listing, right? So I could say, I'm neither happy nor sad, right? Like, I don't really feel much right now. I'm neither happy nor am I sad. So that's like, you know, you would use nor in that case. You get the idea. Also, he got some damage with that ability, but like, now he doesn't have elixir for this, is what I was gonna say. He's got that though, which is fine, but now I can bats over here, and then I can do this. Oh, sad. Okay. Focus. Fanboys, for and nor, but, or yet so. They would typically be... I somehow got all three of those in there. They typically are the ones combining sentences, after a comma, of course. Now, you can see these words, these conjunctions, without commas. But that's like a grammatical thing. Obviously. I mean, the whole thing is about grammar. I knew he was going to do that. Let's get our Dark Goblin for the Goblin Gang. Or the P.E.K.K.A. I got a free hit on his. Let's get the bats ready now, too. And then I'll Battle Ram. I guess it wasn't that good of a value there, but whatever. That's fine. Boss Bandit at the bridge because I'm toxic. Like I'm toxic. What is that, Britney Spears? I'm just gonna let that chip away there. Okay. 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 This is a bit of a tricky game. I'm sorry if I'm being, like, really quiet. I'm, like, locked in right now. Sorry. God. So like I was saying about subordinating conjunctions earlier, those are conjunctions too. They might be positioned a little bit differently in a sentence. And, wow, that activated the bush. That's kind of crazy. Those barbs are on tower. I'm gonna P.E.K.K.A over here to hopefully get the Doc. Doc Ock over there.
Hello, Peter.
This is a problem. Oh, he sniped him. What? Okay. I just want the damage on him, really. That's all I'm doing that for. Can you please get on tower? Dude, thanks. What are you doing? What? Oh my god, this happened last time, dude. Well, I guess this is tradition now. My game likes to crash at the very end of the video. Because subordinating conjunctions are conditional, they'll probably combine sentences with time-related things, as you can see in my examples down there. And yeah, they're positioned typically a little bit differently than conjunctions, normal conjunctions are. So this is how sentences are made. This is why you have a lot of markings on your papers, because you don't have commas there, right? Commas are always important, and I would say it's always good to have more commas than less commas. Although, not like unnecessary commas, you know what I mean? Anyway, keep it grammatical, keep it cool, and I'll see you later.